For many years, Cleto Escobedo III, a close friend and musician who has been associated with the Jimmy Kimmel Live program, has always been loved by the audience for his generous smile, contagious laugh, and energetic musical moments. Therefore, when the news that Cleto has left this world was revealed by Jimmy Kimmel himself in an emotional moment on television, all of Hollywood seemed to be silent. But the truth behind that statement, as many viewers later realized, had absolutely nothing to do with biological death. Instead, it was a story of disappearance, a journey away from the spotlight, leaving the world of fame that Cleto had been immersed in for decades. An unexpected goodbye. That night, Jimmy Kimmel opened the program with a rare calm expression. He held back a sigh and said, "Cleto has left this world, not in the way you think, but in the way only he could have chosen." The audience immediately fell silent. Many in the audience thought the worst. But Jimmy continued to talk about Cleto as if he were talking about someone who had decided to move on to a different life, gentle, peaceful, and no longer constrained by the spotlight. Hidden pressure behind the cheerful trumpet. According to Jimmy, throughout his nearly 20 years with the show, Cleto has always shown himself to be a cheerful and easygoing person. But behind the scenes, he faced pressures that few people knew about. Working schedules that lasted until late. Expectations from the audience and the crew. Responsibilities to the band and family. Feeling stuck in an endless loop. Cleto once told Jimmy, "I love music, but I'm afraid I can't hear my heart anymore." That was a sentence that haunted Jimmy for months. Decision to disappear from the showbiz world. The climax of the change came at the beginning of the year, when Cleto suddenly suggested an indefinite vacation. "A trip to find myself," he said. No one expected that vacation to be the beginning of the decision to leave everything. Cleto sent Jimmy a letter, just 12 lines long, in which he said, "I need to leave the world that everyone sees. I want to live in the world that my heart chooses." He then left Los Angeles, turned off his phone, closed his social media accounts, and disappeared from the media radar. Jimmy Kimmel, the friend who tried to hold on but couldn't. Jimmy admitted that he tried everything to convince Cleto to stay. They had a night of conversation that lasted until 3 a.m., where Jimmy said, "We've been through so much together. You're my family," but Cleto just smiled, put his hand on Jimmy's shoulder, and replied, "A good family understands when someone needs to be free." That was the moment Jimmy knew his friend had made up his mind. Where is Cleto? Currently, no one knows exactly where Cleto is living. Some sources say he has gone to the mountains of Nevada, living a peaceful life with his own music. Others say he is traveling around Latin America, recording street music with unknown artists. Jimmy Kimmel said it only once: he didn't disappear. He just chose another world, where he felt most real. Leaving the world, but to start a new world. The story of Cleto Escobedo is not a tragedy, but a powerful declaration of freedom, of refusing to live up to the expectations of millions of people to find the true self. The talented musician didn't die, he just left the world of fame, to start a world of his own, where music is no longer a responsibility, but a breath. And Jimmy Kimmel, every time he looked at the empty chair next to the band, always said, "Cleto is still here, just not in this spotlight anymore."